Good morning, dear children. Hope you have enjoyed the story very much, and I think you have completed the homeworks also. Today, we are going to see the remaining part of the story, The Midnight Visitor. Take supplementary reader book. Turn to page number 15, the last paragraph. That is the last line. Okay. It will be safer in my hands than in yours. Asabel told the Max that it will be very safer in my hands than in yours. Asabel moved to an armchair and sat down heavily. Then Asabel went to the armchair and sat down heavily. I am going to raise the devil with the management this time, and you can bet on it, he said grimly. Asabel angrily told that once again I went with the management and shouted at them, for this happened once again. This is the second time in a month that somebody has got into my room through that nuisance of a balcony. He told that this is the second time that is somebody has entered into my room through that nuisance of balcony. Fowler's eyes went to the single window of the room. Now Fowler's eyes look into the window of the room. That is, the window is single. It was an ordinary window against which now the night was pressing blackly. He saw that it was a very ordinary window, and through that the night was pressing blackly. Balcony, Max said with a rising inflection. Now Max asked about the balcony. No, a passkey. I didn't know about the balcony. Now Asabel answered that no, it is a passkey. Passkey means without his knowledge someone entered through his room. I did not know about the balcony. It might have saved me some trouble had I known. Asabel told that the balcony have saved him some trouble. It is not my balcony, Asabel said with extreme irritation. Asabel told that it is not my balcony with the anger. That it belongs to the next apartment. He glanced explanatorily at Fowler. He told that the balcony belongs to the next apartment. He glanced explanatorily means explained at Fowler. Here Fowler is the writer. Then, you see, he said, this room used to be part of a large unit, and the next room through that door there used to be the living room. Then Asabel told that, you see here, this room used to be part of a large unit, and the next room through that door there used to be the living room. It had the balcony which extends under my window now. Here it had the balcony, it extends under Asabel's window now. You can get onto it from the empty room 2 doors down, and somebody did last month. You can enter through this room through the empty room 2 doors down, and somebody did last month. Somebody had entered through this last month. The management promised to block it off, but they haven't. The management told that we will block that place, but they didn't do it. Max glanced at Fowler, who was standing stiffly not far from Asabel, and waved the gun with the commanding gesture. Now Max glanced at Fowler, that is, look at Fowler. He was standing near to Asabel and waved the gun with a commanding gesture with anger. Then, please sit down, he said. We have a wait of half an hour, I think. Then Asabel told that, Max, please sit down, and we have to wait for half an hour, I think. 31 minutes, Asabel said moodily. Then Asabel told that we have to wait for 31 minutes. The appointment was for 12:30. The appointment time is only at 12:30. I wish I knew how you learned about the report, Max. Then Asabel asked Max that, how do you know about that report? The little spy smiled evilly, and we wish we knew how your people got the report. The little spy here, the little spy is Max. He smiled evilly, and we wish we knew how your people got the report. But no harm has been done. I will get it back tonight. The next, what is that? Who is at the door? Fowler jumped at the sudden knocking at the door. At the time, there was a knock on the door. So he asked, what is that? Who is at the door? Fowler asked. Asabel just smiled. Here, now Asabel just smiled. That will be the police, he said. Asabel told that there will be the police. I thought that such an important paper as the one we are waiting for should have a little extra protection. Asabel told that it was a very important paper, so I want to have a little extra protection. So I called the police. I told them to check on me to make sure everything was all right. I told the police that to check on him to make sure everything was all right. Then Max bit his lip nervously. Now Max was very nervous to hear when he heard about the police. The knocking was repeated. The knocking was repeated. What will you do now, Max? Asabel asked. Then Asabel asked to Max that, what will you do now? If I do not answer the door, they will enter anyway. If I didn't answer means the police will enter it anyway. The door is unlocked and they will not hesitate to shoot. The door is unlocked, so they will shoot at any time. Max's face was black with anger as he backed swiftly towards the window. Now Max's face was black, and with anger he backed swiftly towards the window. He swung a leg over the sill. Send them away, he warned. He warned to Asabel that send them away, that is, send the police away. I will wait on the balcony. Up to that, Max will wait on the balcony. Then he swung a leg over the sill. Max is waiting on the balcony. The next, send them away or I will shoot and take my chances. Max asked the Asabel that send the police away, otherwise I will shoot and take his chances. The knocking at the door became louder and a voice was raised, Mr. Asabel, Mr. Asabel. The knocking at the door became louder because there is no answer from the inside. So there is a voice that Mr. Asabel, Mr. Asabel. Keeping his body twisted so that his gun still covered the fat man and his guest, the man at the window grasped the frame with his free hand to support himself. Then, keeping his body twisted, Max keeping his body twisted and that his gun still covered the Asabel, the fat man, that is Asabel, and as well as his guest Fowler, the man at the window grasped the frame which was free hand. Then the doorknob turned swiftly. Max pushed with his left hand to free himself from the sill and dropped to the balcony. Then the door opened. Swiftly, Max pushed with his left hand to free himself from the sill and dropped to the balcony. And then, as he dropped, he screamed once shrilly. When he dropped, he screamed once shrilly. The door opened and the waiter stood there with a tray, a bottle, and 2 glasses. When the door was opened, a waiter stood there and he came in with a tray, a bottle, and 2 glasses. Here is the drink you ordered for when you return, he said, and set the tray on the table, deftly uncorked the bottle, and left the room. Then the waiter told that here is a drink you ordered for when you return, and he set the tray on the table. Very easily he opened the bottle and left the room. White-faced Fowler stared after him, but he stammered the police. Now Fowler confused. He stared after him, but he stammered the police. There were no police, Asable said. Then Asable explained that there were no police. Only Henry, whom I was expecting. Only I am waiting for that waiter. The name of the waiter was Henry. But won't that man out on the balcony? Fowler began. Then Fowler asked about Max, that is, the Max come again once again or not? No, said Asable, he won't return. But Asable told that no, he won't return once again. You see, my young friend, there is no balcony here, no balcony at all, said Asable. Then it is the time to give homework. First question, how has Max got in? Then second question, how does Asable say he got in? So, before answering the questions, you have to read the story once again and understand the theme as well as the other items and write the answers clearly. Be safe and take care. Thank you.